Oh, hi. I'm Jen, and welcome to my vlog space. And this is my friend Sean.
Hello.
He's going to be helping me out with today's vlog. So today we're going to be talking about what?
Performing live.
Oh.
So we've gotten some questions asked over a little while, and people wanting to know about getting back into performing and what your thoughts and how you're doing with it.
Yeah, so the thing is, noise complaint and rhythm theory, and even just me as a soloist, finally, after over a year of not really performing, we're booking shows. And I mean, we're hitting the ground running booking shows. I can't stop booking shows at this point. And it's really exciting. A lot of these questions are from friends and members of the company. So I wanted to do a vlog because I know a lot of you guys are probably getting into your own, oh, look, the world is reopening again, or you will be soon, and might have some questions about what it's going to be like to get back out there. So I have no idea what these questions are. He's going to ask them, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So up until now, how long had it been since your last live performance or in-person performance, whether with noise complaint or rhythm theory?
A week, actually. Noise Complaint has not had a live performance since the beginning of March 2020. Rhythm Theory has had live performances a couple of times throughout the last year. And the reason that Rhythm Theory was able to, but Noise Complaint wasn't, is just that we perform in different places, and there's way less members of Rhythm Theory than there are of Noise Complaint, so it is a lot easier to distance on stage. There was one show that Rhythm Theory did just the three girls, and then another show that was, again, just the three girls, because one reason or another, I and Alex couldn't make it, and now we have a sixth member. But we did have our first in-person show in a long time last week. Before that, it was about 6 months ago. So, yeah.
Nice.
Noise Complaint over a year.
Yeah.
Jen, personally, I don't even know, man. 2 Dragon Cons ago.
What do you miss most about performing for a live audience?
The energy. The energy that you get from the live audience as you're performing. It's not the same as performing to a camera or performing like just to a camera, really. It's not the same. It's not that performing to a camera isn't great. It's not that it isn't fun. I love it. But there's just something about the energy that the audience gives you and the nerves. The nerves are different. I'm not even saying that there's no nerves in front of a camera. There are absolutely nerves in front of a camera, guys, but it's a different kind of nerves, you know?
Yeah, on a live stream, you depending I know Rhythm Theory, they've had live shows, and so has Noise Complaint, they've had live shows. Noise Complaint is more of a theater tap show, and in Rhythm Theory is more of just
the traditional artistic tap.
But I know with Noise Complaint, we've had the times where you say jokes, and normally you're used to hearing the audience laugh or have a funny little one-liner back to you.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about Noise Complaint, specifically performing in front of a camera. There's no laugh track. And when we have a live audience, they are the laugh track. So when I say something like, "What the," and he finishes my sentence with,
"Finally, you're here."
Yeah, and it's just such a funny moment in the show, and there's no laughter. No one is laughing. And the rest of Noise Complaint, the first time they heard it, they were laughing, but they were trying to be quiet, so you know.
It's one of those where you're just like...
It's really, really funny, but we can't laugh. So it's having that laughter, that response to know that, oh, good, the joke landed. Honestly, I don't even know if this new set is funny because no one's ever been able to, let me know in the moment if the jokes land. So...
That kind of goes into the next question, which was, do you get the same excitement or feeling when performing virtually?
No. It's not lesser excitement, but it is not the same. Performing virtually has a little bit more of a... I think I get more nervous about one thing when performing virtually, and then a whole other thing when performing live. When performing live, I am nervous about, am I going to mess up? Are my people going to mess up? Is the audience going to enjoy it? When I perform virtually, I get nervous of, is the internet going to go out? Are the wires not right? Is something going to happen to the live stream feed? It's more like a, oh gosh, is everything technological going to go completely wrong? And then I totally forget about the dance and mess up.
I agree. I think virtually, I'm personally more stressed during the virtual show because
you're the one that handles all the technology.
So I have to make sure that I'm watching the chat to make sure people aren't like, I can't hear it, or is the internet, are we dropping frames or anything like that?
And he doesn't get to dance as much of the show as he usually does because he's over there watching the chat and making sure that everything's good frame rate wise, and the internet.
But
connection.
live, if let's say the audio goes out, Jen or someone can talk.
Yeah,
while
I can
we're
just
fixing it.
I can totally BS my way through that as they're fixing it, or even draw attention to it to help the audience just laugh along with it. But with internet trouble, with connection trouble, that's impossible.
Nice.
So,
next question.
Yeah.
Are you requiring your dancers to wear masks on stage?
Yes, for the most part, I am. Most of the events that we do are requiring that we wear masks on stage. And even though many of the members of both companies have or are in the process of getting vaccinated, it's still safer to perform in masks, and it sets a good example. And I want to set that example, especially if we're cosplaying. Just pick a character that wears a mask. Come on. For noise complaint, that works. Rhythm theory, we will very happily perform in masks. We are talking about potentially doing one of our future videos without masks, since most of everybody will be vaccinated. So I don't know 100% of the time. It depends on everyone's comfort level. But most of the time, the events require it, and we have trained to be able to do it without an issue. So I say err on the side of safety.
So that'll lead into my next question. Have events been very understanding and proactive about keeping you and your group safe as well as their attendees?
Yes, or we don't do them. I've been watching a lot of the events that we typically do, and they have been so good. So good about their protocol and the safety practices that they want to do for their events. So when they ask us, hey, do you want to be part of our event? I am very comfortable saying yes. I was able to say yes to 4 convention promoters in the last couple of weeks just because I've been watching what they're doing. I've been seeing what, even their personal lifestyle. I kind of wanted to know, are they being safe in their personal lifestyle? Because that will transfer into how they run their event. Oh, yeah. And I absolutely trust them. And I know that these events are going to be very, very safe. So I was comfortable saying yes. They have been so good about masks mandated and distancing protocols and just making sure that you can't have too many people in one place or too much exposure and stuff like that. So nice. It's scary. I'm not going to lie. As the director of 2 companies and being responsible for all of the members when we go do an event, I'm scared because that's A, a lot of liability, and B, it's just I care about my people and I want them to be okay. So I also don't want them to be mad at me. So I don't want to be like, oh, by the way, we're just doing the show and you can't actually go enjoy the event. I don't want to have to do that. But
no, that makes sense. With the performing, I know most of the time we're on the stage and everything. So one of the questions is there staging, or have you figured out a way to keep everyone safe and apart?
For right now, no. I have taken all of the staging out of our show so that we can be on individual boards and that are specifically placed to be at least 3 to 6 feet apart. I also had to lessen the number of dancers per dance. I know Noise Complaint had a couple of dances that had 9 to 10 people in it. I can't have that many on stage just because most of the convention stages are just not that big. So I may even have to make cuts when we get there. I may have to go look at the stage and go, I can only fit 3 dancers per dance. 4 if you and I share. Because the only 2 people in Noise Complaint that can share a board are me and him. Why? Because we're this close anyway. So it's a tough thing because I may have to say that day, like, oh, by the way, you three that thought you were going to do this dance, you're not. You know, I feel bad.
And I know that's one of the things that you've talked about is how hard it is to make that decision, because
It's
you
so
got to make
hard.
sure, you're very big on making sure everybody's in the same amount of dances, just to make sure that it's fair across the board. But you're the type of person that you never want to disappoint someone, because there might be a dance that someone loves. But you're like, hey, I really need you for this other dance, even though I know you love this one.
No, I literally have that problem with you.
Yeah.
I had to take you out of a dance that I know you love, but I needed you for the other dance. And he's so upset. I'm sorry. I know you love that dance.
Yeah.
Or do you even remember what dance it is? It's Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I had to take you out of Halo? Yeah. I'm so upset.
And that's the thing is, you know, as a dancer and as a part of a company, I have to understand that.
And I'm glad that you do, but I'm dying inside because I don't want to disappoint anybody. And people worked hard to learn these dances. But again, if I get there, I cast 6 people max in every dance. And if I get there and I say, I can only fit 3 floors, I have to make cuts that day. And that's going to be really hard. And I'm not looking forward to that. But again, for a lot of these events, we don't get to see the stage till we get there. Again, rhythm theory is different simply because most of the venues that we perform at have bigger stages. They're more traditional venues that are used to having dance performances. And also, there's just less of us. Most of the content right now are quartets. So it's a lot easier to maneuver. I've got 10 people in noise complaint right now. That's not easy to maneuver at all. So is there staging? No. Once things start looking better, and if I get to a point where everyone in the company is vaccinated, I can start having staging. But until then, I'm not comfortable with that, just because I don't want to risk anything. If we have one slip up and we have an exposure happen at one show, that cancels the rest of the shows for the rest of the month. I don't want to take that risk. You know,
I agree with that. No, that's really smart.
I'm just overcautious, but
I like how proactive you're being about that for the companies and for yourself. But like you were saying, is that making those calls on the spot is part of being a director with a company. But also the fact is that we also, because I know we have some stages that can house X amount of people.
We have one show this July that I absolutely know can fit 9 people. So I can have everyone in all the dances that they're supposed to be in, as long as they know them.
That stage, we've performed on it several times. It could hold easily 50 people at 2 feet apart. So it can hold the 10 of us.
It can hold, if I had 12 people in the company, it could hold all 12. I know it'll hold easily. 9.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we've done it, and you know, it's so weird in noise complaint because we've had stages where literally we're all this close to going to this, which I love the fact that you guys are being so proactive to make sure that we're okay. And make sure that we're all comfortable, because that's also another thing that you've been taking into consideration. Hey, T'Challa.
Hi, T'Challa. He only interrupts the vlogs. Y'all know that.
But that's one of the things that I know that you guys were talking about is wanting to make sure that we're all comfortable, so that way you don't exclude anybody, which I think is also good.
I try.
And then,
also, did you notice he walked all the way across the bed to interrupt this video to go over to the door when he could have just gone straight to the door? Did you notice that? I just wanted you guys to know
the shortest line between 2 spots is apparently a giant U.
The shortest line between 2 spots is interrupting us.
Yeah.
He just wanted to be on camera for a second.
And then, aside from performing, what are you looking forward to most about going to events with noise complaint and rhythm theory?
Aside from performing?
Aside from the performing, because, you know, we've been, what was it, 2019, we did, 26 events just as noise complaint. I know you had several also as rhythm theory, so.
I think we had 51 shows total for noise complaint, and I think 15 to 20 for rhythm theory, so that's about 70 shows. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is being together as a family. Whichever company it is, I'm looking forward to being in the van with 6 other members of noise complaint, singing 90s tunes and playing Name That Tune on YouTube and telling stories and taking pictures of everyone while they're sleeping in the back while you're driving. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going to panels together. I'm looking forward to staying in hotels together, watching movies at night, and, you know, figuring out where we can all go eat, even though we all have dietary restrictions. And I'm looking forward to being together as a family and performing and going on tour. Performing is like 90% of what I love about going on tour, sure, but like there is that big 10% of, honestly, it's probably like 60-40 actually. There's a huge percentage of what I love about going on tour that just involves being with my Tap families. Like when Rhythm Theory goes to Orlando to do a show, I love, performing, but also hanging out at wherever we're at, like we did the other day.
Yeah, just wandering
Hanging out,
around.
wandering, shopping together, eating together, deciding to go to my friend's coffee shop together.
Oh, yeah.
It's just being spontaneous and saying, hey, you guys want to go to downtown Disney or whatever it is called now?
What is it called now?
Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Disney Springs. I almost called it Disney Village. That would have aged me.
That's
a 90s.
That's at least 3 years ago.
Sure. Because the 90s was only 10 years ago.
Oh, gosh. Every time I think about it, it is. But
it's
apparently
90s
not.
was only 10 years ago.
So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to being a family and spending time together as a family. We have new members that we need to get to know better. And in order to get to know them, we need to torture them in the van by playing terrible music for them.
Yeah, because technically, there's a couple members in Noise Complaint that have only had 1 or 2 conventions. There's
two that have never had a
convention with us. And
ever.
So yeah, there's a lot of fun and excitement to experience with them. So.
Yeah, we have to play them all. We have to play them the koala song. We have to play them what was on Dana Snyder's iPod. They have to be tortured with that song. They have to hear us sing I Swear at the top of our lungs in the van.
As poorly as possible.
They have to try to do dances with us while in the van, after being in the van for like 4 hours. They have to feel the annoyance of when Alex has to pee, but you just stopped at a rest stop.
5 minutes earlier.
They have to know this, I'm looking forward to that,
It's such a bonding and fun experience.
It is. I can't wait to bring certain members to panels with celebrities that I think that they'll love, or to introduce them to the couple of the ones that we're friends with and go, hey, so here you go, talk for a while. And then I can't wait to take Rhythm Theory to a freaking Tap festival. That's what I'm looking forward to. The time together.
That's awesome.
I can't wait for normal, even though this is a new normal and we will never have what we had again, as far as I know. I just can't wait for the part of normal. Is he behind you?
He's trying to be.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm scooting forward because the cat gets what he wants.
Yes, always.
Hey, T'Challa.
You do actually see T'Challa in this video. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. See, that's the bonus of watching the vlogs, guys. You get to see the baby nobody sees. You coming? He's so pretty. Oh, he's so sweet.
He's like, I'm just going to hang out
He's
with
just
you guys.
nudging my foot. Hi. All right. Well, anyway, I'm very, very excited to get back out there and perform and do as much normal as we can. And mostly just bring our show to people again. Seeing our convention friends, seeing our fans. I miss a lot of the fans. I think that's another thing. It's not just being together with the company, being together with the fans and the people that run the conventions. Like, I miss most of the convention directors and most of the staff. Like,
oh, yeah.
DJ animated.
Aww.
Sorry, I was thinking about the time. Oh my gosh. Quick story. One time the stage for Noise Complaint kind of like shifted, and it like shifted toward the front of the stage, and we had to push our floors back in order to like have them not fall off the stage, right? And we kept having to do it throughout the show. We would just stop, all right, guys, and then we started calling it booty time because we would all have to get in front of the stage and like booty toward the audience.
And the stage was probably this high.
Yeah, so it was
like,
literally booty toward the audience. And it was like, so I tried to make it funny, and I was like, all right, guys, so it's booty time. And then the audience would be like, oh, haha, that's so funny. And then we would push the stage and then go back and keep dancing. Do you want to just get that while I'm telling the story? Okay. Sorry, it's the cats. So we did that at least 4 or 5 times, and then this DJ that's running sound for the show, I say it one last time. I was like, all right, guys, we got enough time for one more booty time. The DJ all of a sudden drops the song, I found you, Miss New Booty, and it turned into just like a dance party. Like, forget the rest of the tap dance show. The whole audience, the whole company just starts club dancing. It was so funny. I miss that.
Yeah, just
I miss that. I miss our Disney sing-alongs.
Yeah.
I miss everything. And I'm so excited that there's even shows right now. I'll take anything. So I hope that you guys feel as excited as I do about the potential of getting back out there. And if your studio or your company has been performing, let me know what it's been like. You know, comment down below. Let me know what your experience has been. Have you been competing? Have you been performing? Have you felt normal? Or have you not had even nearly the normalcy that we've had in Florida, where we've been able to be open and rehearsing and off Zoom? Tell me about that too, and what you're most looking forward to, because maybe what you're most looking forward to is a rehearsal. Even that, like, we have rehearsal with Noise Complaint in 3.5 hours, and this is normal for us, but maybe some of you guys are only just starting to get back out there. And I mean, on one hand, I kind of envy the safety that you guys have had, but on the other hand, I can't take for granted that we've been able to keep rehearsing and keep going and keeping our machine well oiled. So
yeah, it's really cool. We appreciate the questions. If you guys have any more questions or any questions for other types of vlogs, make sure you leave a comment below.
Yes, please. And again, let me know about your experiences during this time, and if you guys are excited to get back out there. If you want information about where Noise Complaint or Rhythm Theory might be performing, I will direct you to their social media, and that will be listed down below. So mostly Instagram and Facebook are what we're using. They also have YouTube pages. That'll all be down below. Noise Complaint has booked several shows for the upcoming months. I think we have 4 shows in May, 2 shows in June, 2 shows in July. I mean, awesome. I literally just hit the ground running.
It's starting to feel like old days.
Yeah. And then Rhythm Theory has at least 1 show in May, but we are in the process of booking more. So if you're interested in seeing our performances, we also have videos coming out soon. So definitely check that out. I know I have a big show potentially happening in September, and I'm starting to get back into training for that. So I'm really excited, but I'm very scared. It's a big show. So
yeah. Well, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you for being the Q&A moderator, because it helps me having questions, and he's just, you know, the greatest.
Oh, well, thank you. I thought she was going to say the talker.
No, but he's really amazing. So
I appreciate that.
Thank you guys for joining. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and join the Tap fam. I have vlogs like this, but mostly this is your tap dance resource. Free tap dance online resources. I've got choreography tutorials, step tutorials where I just teach you one specific step. I've got technique exercises where you can use those steps in context. I've got, again, vlogs like this. There's challenge videos. There's performance videos. Lots of tap dance. All tap all the time for the most part. And yeah, hit that thumbs up if you're excited about performing or seeing my shows or whatever. Just hit that thumbs up for me, because it's super cool. But yeah, I've had a blast with you. Thank you so much. And as always, thank you for dancing with me. Giant thunder, right as that happened.